The officer watched as the enemy entered his base camp, but instead of fighting, he waited quietly for all of them to enter the camp. Because they were outnumbered, they had to use a ruse, and with the sound of explosions, the enemy was blown away in all directions. At this point, the soldiers loaded their bayonets and rushed towards the enemy without hesitation. After a night of fierce fighting, the enemy retreated, but the soldiers also fell to the ground, leaving only the officer and the instructor, who was seriously wounded. One by one, the officer dragged all his comrades into the cave, and then handed the instructor a fuse to blow up the cave and bury his comrades. Then he walked out of the cave with the only shell in his hand. Watching the enemy attacking again, the officer calmly loaded the shell and then adjusted the angle. At that moment, there was an explosion behind him, and the cave was buried, but he held his position and continued to fight. After the two guns were fired at each other, the officer was blown away, and when he woke up again, he found himself in a hospital.